Thank you for the opportunity to speak today at the Data for Governance Lab. My name is Pari Esfandiari, and I'm the president of the Global TechnoPolitics Forum, an organization working to influence the dialogue at the intersection of digital technology and geopolitics. I also hold advisory roles with several internet governance institutions. However, today I'm speaking in my personal capacity, and the views I express are my own. Today, I will be sharing my insights on the Global Digital Compact, a significant agreement adopted by UN member states on September 22, 2024, during the Summit of the Future. I will explore how the GDC intersects with digital sovereignty, highlight potential policy conflicts between national strategies and the GDC, and examine possible future scenarios for global digital governance. The GDC grew out of the Roadmap for Digital Cooperation, a vision presented by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres in 2020, driven by the growing importance of digital technologies and the need for a comprehensive global framework to address the challenges they present. The goal of the GDC is to establish shared principles that guide the global digital ecosystem and create a more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable digital environment. It emphasizes international cooperation and aims to bridge digital divides, promoting equity within the digital space. The Compact addresses critical issues such as data sovereignty, cybersecurity, and internet governance. It advocates for a multi-stakeholder governance model where governments, the private sector, civil society, and technical community all collaborate to ensure the internet remains open, accessible, affordable, interoperable, stable, and secure for everyone. While the GDC process did provide significant opportunities for input from multi-stakeholder groups, concerns have been raised about its inclusivity and transparency. More importantly, the process highlighted key challenges and divisions among member states, particularly around digital sovereignty, the influence of the private sector, and the implementation of multi-stakeholder principles in today's rapidly evolving digital landscape. Digital sovereignty is a concept that's been gaining significant attention as nations seek to assert control over their digital infrastructure, data flow, and online spaces. This idea emerged partly as a response to cyber exceptionalism, the early belief that the internet could function beyond the reach of state laws. As digital technologies have become central to national security, economic interest, and privacy protection, many countries now view digital sovereignty as a necessary mechanism for maintaining control over their digital future. This trend has been further amplified by growing geopolitical tension, nationalism, and populism. As digital sovereignty rises, it intersects with the GDC's call for global cooperation on key issues like data protection, cybersecurity, and inclusive internet access. At the same time, the GDC advocates for multi-stakeholder governance, where all relevant actors collaborate to shape the rules and standards that govern the internet. However, tensions arise when countries prioritize national control over the global norms the GDC envision. A key point of conflict is data governance. For example, countries like China, India, and Brazil have adopted data localization laws, which requires data generated within their borders to be stored and processed locally. This sovereignty driven policies clash with the GDC's call for cross-border data flow and the creation of international governance frameworks to harmonize data protection and standards globally. Another area of potential conflict is cybersecurity. The GDC advocates for global collaboration and trust building to secure digital infrastructure, but many nations, especially those with significant geopolitical concerns, prioritize national control. Russia and China, for example, argue that cybersecurity should remain a national issue and should not be subject to external regulations or global norms. These conflicts highlight a deeper tension: how to balance sovereignty with global cooperation. While digital sovereignty is important for national security and protection, an overemphasis on national control could lead to fragmentation of the global digital space, potentially making it harder to maintain universal access to an open, interoperable internet. In the worst case, this could result in regional digital blocks or a fragmented internet, undermining the core principles of a universal open internet. Looking ahead, the future of the GDC remains promising, but uncertain. As geopolitical tension rise and sovereignty concerns intensifies, we might see more nationalized digital policies, which could undermine the GDC's vision of universal digital cooperation. However, several potential scenarios could shape the future of the GDC. First, if countries can align their sovereignty digital interests with the global principles of the GDC, we could see greater harmonization of digital governance policies. This would facilitate cross-border data flow, protect human rights, and support inclusive digital access, resulting in a more cohesive and sustainable global digital ecosystem. Second, if digital sovereignty remains the priority for many countries, we may see increased fragmentation in the global digital space. Regional digital blocks, data localization laws, and balkanized internet could emerge, which would be a major setback for the GDC's goals. Third, a more likely scenario might involve a hybrid model where global principles are established, but their implementation is left to individual countries. This would allow nations to tailor the GDC's guidelines to their specific needs while still participating in broader international frameworks. While this model provides flexibility, it may limit the GDC's overall ambitions. It's also important to recognize that while a single overarching governance regime for cyberspace seems unlikely in the near future, the Internet's complex governance ecosystem allows for flexibility and adaptability. This complexity offers opportunities for cooperation even when disagreement persists in other areas. The key to making progress is finding agreements on shared principles, something the GDC has already set as its foundation. Establishing these shared principles is essential for creating a governance regime that respects national sovereignty while promoting global cooperation. For countries like Iran, the GDC presents both challenges and opportunities. Iran has placed a strong emphasis on maintaining control over its digital infrastructure, as seen in its national intranet policies. However, the GDC offers a chance for Iran to engage more with international norms, particularly in areas like data governance and cybersecurity. While Iran's focus on digital sovereignty may shape its approach to the global digital Compact, the GDC also provides a platform for Iran to contribute to and benefit from multilateral cooperation on these crucial digital issues. In conclusion, the Global Digital Compact represents a bold attempt to create a more inclusive, secure, and collaborative digital future. However, its success will depend on how well nations can reconcile their sovereign digital interests with the global vision of GDC. The challenges of balancing sovereignty with global cooperation will be crucial in shaping the future of digital governance. Thank you again for the opportunity to share my thoughts.